Google Chrome is the most popular web browser on the planet. You may not know that there are some amazing features in Google Chrome that we can use for efficient and productive web browsing. In this video, I'm going to show you top Google Chrome tips and tricks for effective web browsing. So without further ado, let's get started. First of all, I'm going to introduce to you my normal web browsing setup. So as you can see that I have opened a Google Chrome window, and in this window there are many tabs. Now you will notice that there are three different colors inside these tabs. These are tabs groups. I have grouped similar tabs into these groups. Then we have the search bar, and underneath the search bar we have this bar which is called bookmark bar. On this bar I have few most important websites that I normally use. So 1, 2, 3 and 4, these are individual websites, and then I have a folder, and this is a bookmark folder that has my social media websites. The third important thing on this browser window is this area, and I have this YouTube website pinned. This is called a pinned tab. So these are three important things you can do with your web browser. You can create some tab groups, you can create some bookmarks, and you can have few tabs pinned on your browser window. Now it seems that bookmarks and groups are similar, but there are some differences. For example, if I close my browser window now, all these groups may not be saved. It depends on my settings. However, there is a way to save all your tab groups, and I am going to show you in a minute what settings you have to set in your Chrome settings that will allow you to save your tab groups. But these bookmarks will still be there. So I may lose my tab groups, but my bookmarks will still be there. Now it is important that you organize your browser window and all these tab groups and bookmarks intentionally in a specific way which suits you. For example, you can create a bookmark folder for all the websites that you use for a specific purpose. A bookmark folder for work, a bookmark folder for personal use, for entertainment, for news. And this is up to you how to organize your browser. And now I move to Google Chrome tips and tricks. And the tip number 1 is how to set your browser for startup. And for that, I click on these three dots and settings, and on the left hand side I have this on startup, and here I have three different options. So this setting is important for you to understand because this setting will be applied whenever you open a new browser window. If I select the first option, a new tab will be opened. If I select the second option, all the tabs will be opened that I left before closing the last browser window. So if you want to preserve all these tab groups, you make sure that you select this option in your browser settings, and this is important to note the second point, that you must close this window at the end. This must be the last window you close because you can open multiple browser windows. So in this way you can preserve your groups. You can also open a specific set of pages. For example, if I select this option, it will show me two more options. If I select the second option, all the tabs in this window will be opened whenever I open a new window in future. Or I can also add a specific page by clicking on this, and then I can put the site URL, for example youtube.com, twitter.com, facebook.com, whatever I want. So I have selected this second option, and now I close this window. And now I open a new browser window with the same profile, and as you can see that all my tab groups are intact. Now tip number 2 is how to pin any important website on your browser window. I have currently pinned only YouTube. Let's say I want to pin this facebook.com. To do that, I hover over this area, I right click and I click on pin, and now Facebook is in my pinned websites. And now for example, if I am on this website, I can simply click on this and I will quickly move on to my Facebook profile. And we talked about how to preserve your tab group, and now let us see how to create a tab group. So to create a tab group, you have to start from a tab. So I am in this Trello tab, so I right click on this and I click on add to tab group. Here I can see my previous tab groups with three different colors, but I want to add to a new tab group. So I click on new group. I give it a name, for example productivity. I can assign a color to this, for example let's assign this orange color, and now this tab will be added to productivity group. and as you can see that this orange color is encircling the tab. So let's open a new tab by clicking on this plus sign. If I want to add this tab to this group, I can simply drag this inside this, and now the orange color is encircling both of these tabs. I can move this to any other tab as well, and the color of that tab will be around this tab. So in this way you can create a new tab group, you can move tabs to any tab group. You can right click on any tab group and you can ungroup that tab group. If I click on ungroup, these three tabs will be free now. If you want to remove an individual tab from a tab group, right click on that and remove from the group. That tab will be removed and it will be a free floating tab. So we talked about pin tabs. If you want to remove a pin tab, you click and drag it out. Very simple. But now you have opened a new Google Chrome window, and make sure that you close this first, close your main window at the end to preserve your startup settings. And now let's talk about bookmarks. Bookmarks are very important for productivity and organization, but don't use this extensively. I have seen people who have thousands of bookmarks. That seems ridiculous. So only those 5 to 10 websites that you use quite often should be on your bookmarks bar, and in your folders you can get more organized by putting a specific types of websites, and you can have 5 to 10 folders but not hundreds of folders and websites on your bookmark bar. So this is a website. To add this to my bookmarks, I click on these three dots, bookmarks, and then I click on bookmark this tab. Now I should give it a very simple name. I can add this to any folder, or I can add this to bookmark bar. I can also add this to other bookmarks. So I want to add this to my bar. So I click on that and I click done. And now the website will be added in my bookmarks, and I can drag this to put into this bookmark folder simply like this if I want. I can also move by folder to the right and it looks better. So this is how you can create bookmarks. Now another important tip is about download folder. So normally in the file explorer, on the left we have this download folder, and whenever we download any file it stays in this folder. This is the default location in Windows, but if you want to select any other folder as your download folder, you click on these three dots, settings, and then downloads, and then you click on this change and you can select any folder as your download folder. So the next tip is about safety check. You can perform safety check in your Google Chrome browser. To do that, you click on these three dots again, settings, then you click on privacy, and you can click on this check now. It will perform few checks and it will inform you about some important things. For example, if you have some weak passwords on few websites or you are using any extension that is harmful, Google Chrome will inform you when you perform this safety check. And it can also inform you if there is some data breach and you might have to change a specific password. So from time to time you should also do this. Now the next important tip is about Chromecast. Chromecast is a small device that you can attach to your television, and then if you want to cast any video or any web page to your television, you can do that quickly. For example, if I want to cast this page to my living room television, which is attached to the same network, I click on these three dots and I click on cast, and if I have any device connected to that dongle, Chromecast dongle, then it will show me here and it will show the success. You can also cast a video to your television. To do that, I click on this video, then I click on this sign, play on TV, and it will show me that this television is available. So I can click on that and my casting will start. And to stop this, I click on this icon and I can click on stop. Now the last tip is about appearance. You can also change the look and feel of Chrome browser. To do that, you click again on these three dots, then settings, and then appearance, and then you click on this icon. It will take you to Chrome Web Store, and from where you can select on any theme. For example, this is good, and click add to Chrome, and then I click on this cross, and now this theme will be added to my Chrome browser. Sometimes it feels good to change the theme. I sometimes do this to record a video on a dark theme with some bright colors, and if you don't like this, go back and click on reset to defaults, and you will be back to your default Chrome theme. So that is it for today. So these were some Google Chrome tips and tricks to keep you organized and more productive and have a good web browsing experience. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thanks for watching and see you next time.